Deadpool and Wolverine success leads to new series. Shocking. What a shocker. Who would have thunk it that putting Deadpool and Wolverine into a comic book would be a thing? Oh my God. It's only been done 1,000 times and it'll be done 1,001. But of course, Deadpool and Wolverine, Marvel Jesus, Ryan Reynolds, single-handedly, is that even a thing? Saved the MCU, at least for now. That is the hope. That is the thought of many people. Deadpool and Wolverine success leads to this new series. Marvel Comics has announced a new Weapon X-Men series that sees Deadpool, Wolverine, and Cable, and more, forming a deadly new Strike Force team. The new title will launch in February with an extra, in quotes, size issue. Big mammoth issue coming up, ladies and gentlemen. The all-new, all-different X-Men series, Weapon X-Men series, brings writer Joe Casey, Uncanny X-Men fame, and artist ChrisCross. ChrisCross going to get you. ChrisCross together with Marvel teasing an all-new series featuring the toughest squad of mutants ever assembled. Joining Wolverine, Deadpool, and Cable on team are Marvel's Chamber and Thunderbird. I don't know who Chamber is, but I definitely know who Thunderbird is. Because of the new series is launching in February, it will be part of Marvel's upcoming One World Under Doom publishing initiative. So, of course, you know, Dr. Doom coming to the MCU, played by Robert Downey Jr. Everything is going to be Dr. Doom focused going forward. The all-new team's first mission will take them to Latveria. After the group faces Dr. Doom, Marvel has teased that the Weapon X-Men will target enemies as wild as they are, including an all-new threat that will push them to their limits. Weapon X-Men #1 goes on sale February 19th, 2025. In the press release announcing the new series, Marvel also unveiled X-Men 1, Weapon X-Men #1. It doesn't sound right. Weapon X. You should just call it Weapon X. #1's main cover by, of course, Alex Ross. Interior artwork by ChrisCross going to get you. Shows the team members in action with Wolverine in particular taking up a brutal punch in one of the panels. The solicit reads, when high-stake mutants rescue... Let's try that again. The solicit reads, when a high-stakes mutant rescue mission from the ultimate global hotspot exposes the true enemy, possibility from within, an all-new team of all-action icons, this is really hard to read, suddenly finds themselves forged in fire. Okay, you can write this shit, but you can't say this shit. That was awful. And the official membership policy is no mercy allowed. Well, you know, we kind of heard that before, haven't we?
Fear does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, Sensei! Hate does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, Sensei! Defeat does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, Sensei!
No, Sensei, it does not, man. So no mercy from this team. You're going to get absolutely no mercy at all. They are taught by John Kreese. Except no substitutes. This one, and this is the one you didn't even know you were waiting for. It is the real thing. Here we have a look at the Alex Ross cover. I'm not sure if it's going to let me blow that up or not. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. One World Under Doom, Weapon X-Men. I don't like the logo either. You know, the fact is that the letters look too closed in. There's no dash here between the X and the X-Men. The cover itself is okay, but even for Alex Ross, it's a little weak. I don't like how it blends in too much with the background. Like Cable's kind of blending in with the background, even Wolverine to a point. Gambit here, you know, this arm looks like it belongs to Colossus. You know, his biceps are bigger than his head. It's wild. But, you know, Alex Ross, of course, is the man. He's the man, the myth, and the legend. You know, I'm not interested in this, but maybe you are. Guys, let me know if you are. They go on to say, when I pitched this over a year ago, I knew it was going to big, Joe Casey teased in Marvel's announcement. But writing a brand new premier super team of top-tier marquee mutants as they take on some of the most iconic villains in the modern Marvel universe has turned out to be more fun than I can dream of. If you're a longtime fan of the expansive nature of the Marvel universe, like I am, you don't want to miss out. Weapon X-Men is going to be dangerous, unpredictable, and classic all at the same time. Well, don't promise classic yet. You're not in a position to promise us anything classic. We haven't seen classic since Chris Claremont, all right? Doctor Doom's Rise to Power will launch new Marvel titles in 2025. While the Weapon X-Men team builds up upon the success of Marvel Studios' Deadpool and Wolverine film, Marvel is also using the hype surrounding Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom casting to launch its One World Under Doom publishing initiative in 2025. A brand new Doctor Doom series will launch the event, with Marvel comparing its scale to 2008's Dark Reign storyline. Virtually all of Marvel's titles released during the Doctor Doom event will be impacted by Doom's takeover of the Marvel Universe. I'm not excited for this whatsoever. I'm just not. In addition to its ongoing series being changed by Doctor Doom's Rise to Power, Marvel has also announced spin-offs and tie-ins. Oh, well, of course, you got to have 50 spin-offs and tie-ins, otherwise it's not an event, right? That will be part of the One World Under Doom initiative. Recently, Marvel's Blood Hunt, which was god-awful, the couple that I read, saw Victor Von Doom's upsurring Doctor Strange's title as Sorcerer Supreme, as a legendary villain has its sights set on taking over the entire world. Well, isn't that the goal of every supervillain since the dawn of time? With Doom now in charge of a united Latveria, Marvel has teased that some of its mightiest heroes will come together to form a strike team to overthrow Doom's plans, while others will bow. You will bow to Doom. Will bow down to the new emperor and welcome him with open arms. I, too, now accept our new overlords. It's going to be great. Weapon X-Men #1, again, goes on sale February 19th and will not be in my poll list. Look, it's like this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get serial for a minute. I am not big into these huge events. I got sucked into them a couple of times when I was younger. And back in the day, Fall of the Mutants was cool. Inferno was cool. There was a couple of cool events that you can get behind. And even Inferno spanned into a bunch of comics with a bunch of filler stories that really didn't matter. And that is sort of the problem with modern comics right now, is they'll do an event, and instead of keeping it just a Spider-Man event or an X-Men event or an Avengers event, I'm speaking Marvel here, but DC is just as bad. They expand it to all their titles in an effort to increase sales. It's like, if you were buying Punisher and the Punisher really sucks, and then all of a sudden Spider-Man is guest starring in Punisher. Well, they do that so they hope that Spider-Man fans will come over and grab the Punisher, and they'll continue to buy Punisher after Spider-Man's appearances has came and left. It's no different than these event titles trying to suck you into different comics that you may not have read by trying to loosely tie them in, and usually very poorly at that, to this event in the hopes that you will become longtime buyers of said titles that just really aren't making the grade. We're kind of on to the scam. We're kind of on to the grift. If you want to do like a 12-part event series, do that. But keep it in the main titles. I'm not interested in this World of Doom whatsoever. I've been trying to give Marvel a chance. I've been buying this new X-Men stuff. I've been currently reading Jed McKay's X-Men, Gail Simone's X-Men. I've been checking out X-Force. I got the first couple issues of Phoenix. And I got to say, I'm not sold on any of this. Though I haven't read every single issue I got of this yet. I'm halfway through the pile I do got. And it's like George St. Pierre once said, I am not impressed with your performance. So I'm not impressed. This is why we do what we do. This is why we make the comics that we make. By we, I mean me. And a few others that I know out there. But I do Nyobi. It's kick-ass. It's X-Men the way you think the X-Men should be. And I advise everyone, I don't advise. I ask that everyone give it a shot. You can pick it up through Antarctic Press at your local comic book shop. You can get it through my official eBay store and my Shopify store. And you know who else is going to tell you more about that? My sponsor. And just who is the sponsor of today's video? Well, it's me, Austin. It's been me all along. And guys, I just want to quickly point out that I too am a comic book creator. I just don't speak it. I produce it, right? It's like put your money where your mouth is. We do that each and every time we have a release. I've been doing this now for a decade. We're published. We're in comic book shops. And we're on eBay. So if you ever want to check out Nyobi and you haven't yet, One of the best ways to do that is to come by our eBay store. Take a little scroll through here. If you type in Nyobi Comics, you'll find it. Of course, link will be in the description of the video. I have all kinds of great back issues and hard to find variants here from artists that you know and love, like Jamie Tyndall, Elsie Frita, Steph Wilson, Paul Green, John Stinsman of Evangeline fame, Keith Garvey, and so many more, guys. If you're missing out on some Nyobi back issues, if you're looking for that hard to find variant, chances are you're going to find the best deal right here on eBay, and chances are you're going to find that deal directly through me. And as always, if you do order a book from me, I'll throw in a little extra goodies in there, a little tchotchke package of stickers and bookmarks and cards. Oh my. You'll have all that. Plus, you can have your book signed or unsigned. That is up to you. And keep an eye on this page because I do update it fairly frequently with new items all the time. As something sells, I will put it back up. So, guys, today's sponsor, Nyobi Comics, the eBay store. Come check it out.